Welcome to Love Media. I'm April M., otherwise known as Coach Hot Sauce. I'm a relationship development coach. I invest in your personal development. I help you to understand the inner workings of relationships so that you can bag the hottest relationship you could ever imagine. I'm an everyday person dealing with everyday things just like you, and this is episode 9.
Oh my God, I don't fucking know. It's Kevin Samuels'
You don't know if it's a house or apartment?
Oh, it's an apartment.
Okay, what's the apartment number?
I know. I just need to give him CPR. Just please, just ask the front
You need an ambulance?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you listening?
Hold on, ma'am. I have to connect you with the ambulance.
It's Kevin fucking Samuels.
I
please.
understand, but I have to connect you with the ambulance.
Are you okay?
EMS, what's the address of your emergency? Is he awake?
No, he has an irregular rhythm. I can feel it. He's breathing in and out, but he has an irregular rhythm. It's probably his heart. So I need you to get here with the fucking.
In Atlanta,
Stop
what's
him.
on my map?
Come on, Kevin, you got it. Oh, come on, just try to breathe. Come on, you got it. Come on, think about your mom. Think about your daughter. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
I'm sorry.
2, 3, 4.
I need to call the front desk to get an AED. He's not going to make it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1. But ma'am, I don't want you to disconnect because something can happen while you disconnect now.
I understand, but I'm saying I need AED. If they have one downstairs, I need to get them up here now.
Are you able
So
to get the neighbor, ma'am, real
I'm
quick,
going to
and
hang
ask
up
them
with
to help
you.
you?
I'm hang up with you.
Welcome back, guys. Well. Kevin Samuels has died. Should I feel uncomfortable about that? I don't know. I don't know if I should feel uncomfortable about it because I don't know how I feel about Kevin Samuels. Now, I'm going to tell you just like this. I do believe in the videos that I've watched him do, I do believe that the brother had some, he had some information that was real. He kept it real. He said things to people that needed to be said that other people didn't feel comfortable with saying. He told the truth on some things, but I think that he was hypercritical. I think that a lot of the things that he was saying had something to do with the fact that, I don't know. I think he might have been a little suspect when it came down to whether or not, he was interested in women, but I found out that, the situation was he was found in his apartment with a young lady doing the hoo and ended up, but at the end of the day, I don't want to talk about the dead and God rest his soul, but at the end of the day, I'm not exactly sure how I feel about the situation. Kevin Samuels was a, mouthpiece and a voice for many people in the community for whatever reason. And, a lot of men looked up to him and a lot of women, looked up to Kevin Samuels for advice about relationships. I don't think that all of the advice that he had given was good advice. I also don't think that the way he presented the information was a, good way of presenting it. But I do feel like some of the time, or most of the time, he did get his point across, whether it was the right way to say it or not. Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick example of how I, felt like some of the things that he was saying was probably necessary. Years ago, I had a friend that, and God, don't take this in the wrong way if you're dealing with this, because trust me, I am no Kevin Samuels, but I do, tell information as straightly as I possibly can. I had a friend years ago that was struggling with her weight. She had bad breath. She had, chin hair. She had chest hair. She wasn't taking care of herself in a certain type of way. And she was just convinced, that she was going to, at the time, it was Morris chestnut. She was going to get her a Morris chestnut. And no one could understand how on earth she could possibly think that this was a real thing for her. And not to say that it couldn't have been, but the likelihood of it happening that way was probably slim to none, but at the end of the day, she really, truly, honestly believed this. And, someone like Kevin Samuels you know, to tell her, hey, you know, that's probably not going to happen, and you might want to lose about 70 pounds, and, you know, you might want to go and visit a dentist regularly, you know, that probably would have hurt her feelings. But is that something that I would have wanted him to say to her? Absolutely, because it was bothering me. You know, it was truly bothering me, the fact that she just thought that this was going to happen, and that not that she was, you know, not worthy of it or anything like that. It was just that she had a very unrealistic idea of what would, you know, she would, and I wouldn't say qualify for, but I would say, you know, what would be the likelihood of her actually running into someone of this particular status, and it being a mutual thing. So, you know, years and years and years later, she did end up getting married to a wonderful man, and she is happily married, bless God. Excuse me. But he definitely is not a Morris Chestnut, you know. But at the end of the day, I do respect this man because he was able to say things that other people were not normally able to say, and he did touch a lot of hearts. So at the end of the day, bless God for Kevin Samuels. But I do find it a little bit interesting that the same way that he talked about other men or other people, and, you know, how they didn't have it together and how they're going to be doing this and doing that, he ended up passing the same way. Okay, so my issue is that, you know, is there a little bit of, you know, hypocrite in that? You know, we don't know exactly what was going on. And he had a situation in the past where he was caught, you know, with a guy in the bed. You know, I mean, we can't say these things didn't happen, because they did. It was very public, and we did see these things. And so at the end of the day, you know, I don't really know what Kevin Samuels had going on, but I do, you know, want to say that he was a part of our community, and I want us to respect him as a part of our community for whatever it was that he did. I do have a little bit of issue with the way that he dealt with black women in particular, because I do feel like, you know, black women have been caping for black men for a very, very long time, and we have never received that same respect or support from black men to a certain level, and that's just what it is. Don't get mad at me and don't kill the truth of the fact of these matters. But at the end of the day, he also tore up some brothers as well. Okay, so I've witnessed him do that as well. And it's not about whether or not he's tearing someone up, but it's about how he presented his information, you know, how that information came across into the black community. And we have to be, you know, sensible when we're talking about these things, and also sensible when we're thinking about these things and conveying them back and forth to each other in our community, because again, it is our community, right? And so at the end of the day, it is our responsibility to, you know, call it for what it is, even though we may have different opinions and ideologies on what that should look like or sound like. But God rest Kevin Samuels' soul. You know, I hope he's up there, you know, doing what he's doing best, you know, and enjoying himself. And, you know, I don't know. I really don't know, you know, but again, God bless it. So thank you for watching. That's all I have for you guys. Now I'm going to come back and give you some more information. But I thought this was something that I should talk about today. And so I wanted to get this out because I did have a little bit of thoughts about the situation with Kevin Samuels. I don't know why I can't say his name. With Kevin Samuels as well. All right. Thanks for watching. Like, share, comment. Let me know what you think about the video, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.